So when I was an undergrad, in your position actually, we would have speakers come all the time. We'd have some great speakers come. Douglas Adams, you guys know who Douglas Adams is, right? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Douglas Adams actually came to speak when I was an undergrad. It was pretty cool, right? And so what we would do is ask questions. It was enough for everybody. So we would ask all of our speakers the same question. And that question was, what are you reading right now? And by asking that question, what are you reading, we learn what's motivating this person, what they're passionate about, how they're thinking about stuff, right? And just by asking that question, we learned some of the greatest books to read for ourselves, right? So within LinkedIn, you actually can share with the world what you're reading. What better way to position yourself than to share what you're reading? If you're a student, or you're soon to be graduating student, and you're reading an industry-relevant, hot book that everybody's going to recognize, and that's associated with your name. Anybody know about brand association? Your name, hot book. That brings your name up, right? In esteem, in value. This is a great opportunity for brand association. Every one of you can be doing this, right, with a free application on LinkedIn. Okay? So think about an industry-relevant book or two, and put that on your LinkedIn profile. Not doing this would be a huge mistake. Now, I have a confession to make to all of you in the room. And some of you might not believe me, but I'm very introverted. I'm very introverted. For me, and I love speaking, but that's different, right? For me, putting on something nice and going to a networking event where everyone's hanging around the punch bowl and exchanging business cards, you know what I'm talking about. It's really hard. It's really hard. This is me going to a networking event. I wonder what's on TV. I'd rather have a snack right now. I really have to do this until I get to the car, and then I'm automatically there. Networking is hard. Am I alone? Does anybody here relate to me on that? Dude. Here's a question you really have to ask yourself. When you're online and you're filling out profiles and you're doing social networking, are you just hiding behind a monitor in order to avoid a more painful stimulus? Or are you doing something strategic to help grow your brand, increase your chances of finding a job, growing your network? Are you online to avoid a networking group? Or are you really online for strategic purposes? Okay? That's why the four most powerful words you can use when using LinkedIn or any other social network are, let's take this offline. Social media is a platform upon which you can grow your network. So when you use LinkedIn and you go out, and we're going to talk about this actually in my next session in this small room at 4:30, is how are you going to find the actual person who's going to make a decision about you, and how do you approach them professionally? How do you find people for information interviews to say, wow, I've been following your organization. I think I'd like to work there. It seems like a good fit, but I just have a few questions. Could I have 5-10 minutes of your time over a cup of coffee next week? Take it offline. Take it offline. So that's the seventh mistake. Don't be afraid. When you're on Twitter, when you're on Facebook, when you're on Google, and you're meeting new people, just get on the phone. You know? So many good business opportunities have come my way because I've been able to ask for that meeting. You know? So remember, it's all about